statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brother come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brother, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Burger benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. You got going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun office, my own son office that I went and signed a resolution. I have many seconds why you do this. You know what it told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Burger send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Liberia is in trouble.
Correct move.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero.
In sports?
Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national
the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections then you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Exactly
what
you are experiencing in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Will determine a clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the dividend on some of these travels. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla. That's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Boyka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on a global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a
the people
country.
like you that get the type of structure, They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do you impact a lot of.
If I'm president of this country, I should God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that doma all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
So
Yeah.
Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero.
In sports?
Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national national
determine a clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the dividend on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla. That's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Boyka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we'll take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So, you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do these projects. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country.
You are experiencing Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace. And the face idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we were not set as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking off jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in,
when they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire.
So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just the sitting position holders. They are the ones that feeling the pain the most. So they got nothing.
Maybe when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the saviors is wrong. You know what I'm saying? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking a job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what $50 job, $100 job. You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know.
Okay, folks, we are back, and let me tell you, thanks so much, and thanks to our technical team for making sure that we are back and ready to rumble right here tonight on this very day. And we're not going to waste much of your time, as it had always been done, because we have a lot of goodies to share with you. And I sorry those of you out there who had always been participants of our radio entertainment game. We have some technical glitches with the website, so we are trying to work up on that, and subsequently we get back into motion and continue to do what we can with you. But like I told you, and I'm always telling you, and I will continue to tell you, we look for all of the avenues through which you can get life moving on smooth on this struggling and economy. And of course, the economy is not struggling, but of course, on this struggling country, right? The country is not struggling, but of course, on this country that our own president, His Excellency Ambassador, 42-year-old experienced Joseph Yuman Boakai, the former manner in which he's leading our country, and it's taking a nosedive. All right, so we are certainly, and we think with God all things are possible. So we are certainly getting there. So we're looking for it. That is it. You see the flag of Liberia here. That is what I've been talking about. Somebody just bought one and then share it with me. So that is what I've been talking about. You see the flag of Liberia. That is where you get what you can. Now turn it and flip it this way. What do you get here? Right? So you seen it right there, right? Yeah, you seen it right there, right there, right there. Right in front of you. You are seeing it there. What do? Yeah, there's a 10,000 in cash. It's US dollar we're discussing here. And others are winning already because the cards are out there. And there are others who are asking from the counties level, because some of them follow online. You're asking from the counties level. And we think we'll be able to get to you, but that is it, right? So Saturday is going to be the first draw for those who think that God had never been on their side with games. So this is about second chance. So that is why it is. So meaning, even if you play and you did not get an instant catch stop, then it doesn't mean you are out. No, you have another thing to get again. So that is why it is. And you see here, yeah, that's a card. So it's going to be on Saturday. But how do you enter that draw? That's what I took this identical card, right? And you will scratch. And I take, for instance, if anything I get there, if I don't win, then I will know exactly how to go about it. And I hope and pray I win. And with this one, because I thought to buy it, and so that I can share with you what Saturday will look like, because the draw will be done live, and you will see it rolling with cameras all flashing on it, and you'll see it rolling. So that's why it will look like, and you will see fantastic stuff then unfolding. It's on Saturday, right? So what will happen is, I will scratch. You'll see me scratching now. So what will happen is that when you scratch and you don't get it, you get two things, three things to do. One, your name and your phone number. Your name, your phone number, your name, your phone number, and there is a So you will see the code there, right? So you will send that to 088-788-7000. 088-788-7000. You will send that information to the phone, to that number on WhatsApp. It will automatically respond to you and tell you XYZ. That means you are registered for the draw. The moment you send that information, your name, your phone number, and then the code that you see here. So, or you can even take picture of the card you send it to that same WhatsApp, no problem. And but you can also use your direct message, and you also send information in that same manner. Your direct message, I mean, those are you not online, because there are some people that get bought in phone, right? So they can use that as well, right? So you're going to see me. I want to scratch. Yeah, am I using my hand? Yeah, I'm using my hand. What am I going to have here? Let me pray. I'm scratching now. Let me see. Yeah, I don't want to see it. But say, that's how it is. All right. Yeah. And the good thing about it, I will always have chance. Yeah. So I'm not worried. Yeah. So I'm scratching. What is it I'm seeing here? Can I see it good? Okay, let me see. So I'm scratching there. Oh, they tell me to try again. So you see, it qualifies me for draw as well. So they're telling me to try again. So it qualifies me for draw. So what I'm going to do, there's a code on here. I'm going to tap it. And this code that is right on this. And there are two lines here. One big, one small. There's a code right here, the number. So you're going to include this number, your name, and your phone number. You're going to include it and then send it to this WhatsApp number. 088-788 088-788, just like that. 088-788-7000. So that's what it is. And this is what you'll be able to get. Now, the window, they're going to have a window. That draw is going to be done openly, and you're going to see it, and you're going to roll out. And then the number that you send, when your name pops up, you will be called. And it's 1,000 that person is going to get every Saturday. They're going to do that, right? You have to enter it. Because right after they draw, that card that you have will not be valid again to enter another draw. No. That's one thing. So it is for this week. So whoever did what it did, you have a chance for this week to enter the draw. If you have your card and you don't register it the way I just announced to you, you'll be losing. That's what the guy said. And that's why it is. So Saturday is going to be it. So we just thought to share with you that, which is very much important. Yeah, very, very important. You see it? It is how it looks. So you will see it like this, like this, like this, like this. So the numbers are there, and those guys out there, you can get to them, and it's all over, and get in there. So those of you who are out of town, they are trying their best to reach to you people, and they will certainly reach to you people. And with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible, and we are certainly getting there. I want to say thanks to DTV Online, and for relaying this broadcast, and these people, they gotta get all kinds of things that they give you. What a guy. Anyway, with God, all things are possible. There are some things we have to leave and slide up, because we don't want to talk too much on it. But again, this country, an interesting country. How you doing, great people? How you are doing so fine? The lecture series tonight is going to be quite fantastic, right? So to get our cards, you can go out. Yeah, we're looking for every avenue so that you can get something on this Joseph Burkhart's and poverty-stricken economy. Yeah. So we are trying our best, and we are getting there. This is our country. And I always told you people, if you don't want to be patriotic and nationalistic expressly, that's why people like us, we have taken on the task. And we are very sure about what we are doing, and we're thinking about the future. Because what we are doing here is for the protection of that future we think about so much. We are losing friends. There's no issue. Once my country, I'm not losing my country. I'm fighting for my country. How does it matter to lose friends? I'm fighting to protect my country. My country lives on forever. Friends will die, and they will leave my country here. Even I myself will die, will leave the country right here, but I'm preparing our future for my children, because they too will pass on. Our parents were here. They left us here, and we are here today. And I remember my late father, really fought hard, doing everything he could. I still remember those turbulent moments he had in La Grande Bassa County to make sure that this future is prepared for us. He fought, he did all he could. Now, the baton is being passed over to us to take the stretch. And I always told people, in this life, it is a race game. Your parents, that kind of marathon the people have, right? So there's a baton, right? They can have that. So you will take the torch. Because they got the four corners of the field. Let me just tell you how life is. They got the four corners of the field. You will take this torch. When you take this torch, you the first person, because all of you are standing 4, 4, 4, 4. So there are 3 areas you will stand. The first person standing here, that the first group, the other people standing to the other corner, the other people standing to the other corner, and then I just 3, because that the winning line there, you will end up with the field, right? Good. That's how it works. So their group that here, you will be about 4 or 5 or whatever it is. You will take, they will say, get start, right? Let's start. Ready, start, go. Bam! You start running. You could take up the fastest of speed from the first start, from the pickup point. Yeah. You get to your partner. Your partner is waiting. And then that partner, your survivability, or for you to win that game, or for you to win that race, let me put it that way. It depends on either the double speed of the next partner you are going to, but anything the next partner does that will lower the speed, it undermines your chances of winning. So you carry to the next partner. The next partner has to pick up with speed again and then double up, or maybe at the same level of the speed that you are able to reach to that partner in time. Then that partner gets to the next level. The next person has to pick up. So let's agree. The first runner went to the second runner. The second runner pick up good speed, but you went to the third runner. The third runner start going slow. All your energy goes in vain. That's how life is here in this country. That's why when you are changing government, you are looking at the speed. This other government was there. What is the speed they have? You are looking at the next runner. So you gave that touch to the next runner and say, run. If that next runner is very slow, it affects everybody. That's what happening to all of us now in this country. That race, the race is for all of us. So the person we took the torch from, George Weah, was running very fast. A very young guy, very good. He had always done it for his country. It was an opportunity to come politically prove it to his country. And he tried to say, look, in politics, that your politics where you can say people can be deceptive to people. No, it doesn't work with us. And some of us will believe that politics is a real game, and you can be sincere to people. You got to get integrity in politics. And George Weah brought that. George Weah took that torch and took it from Ellen, because it was going slow. The race was going slow. After the war now, Ellen was the first. Ellen took that torch for 12 years and then came straight. Weah was the second. Now, Weah needed to cross some distance, right? He has 12 to his disposal. But again, you people said, no, we don't want it like that. Let the man cross. The man not even what they call it, not running, say. Let's tell the thing here, we'll give it to the papa way, paka. Let's give it to him. Today, what is happening to you now? We are all losers. Because the winning, it depends on the next candidate that you're going to give that torch to put up the run. So you see what happened to the country now. That everything you go sit down here, me and Lema Oman this time, they say all of them, they are in politics. All of them, in fact, they can be beyond their grandchildren, their children. They say, buy my radio. Let my radio be on. In fact, if you can charge my radio, charge it. They are dedicating time to their children. Say, buy my radio, send my radio that going to happen that what can carry me to bed. And you see, most of our mothers are living long now. Because the country stress, when we come on the radio and we explain the thing to them, the woman can sleep sound. That's how we are providing good sound health for the woman, because the kind of stress that Joseph Boaga can start for this country in a day. When the woman, they not listen to us and then go to bed sound. Some of them, in the what they call, look, we are helping our man then. Oh my God, thank you so much for praying for us. And God will continue to be with us for us to do something that will put our eyes on your chest. Cool, so that you go sleep sound. That's why when our woman then get any negative information out there, they can say we're waiting for our children to come explain it to us. And we are not bad children. The wicked, terrible children are the Unity Party children. So that they don't can frustrate their own man and be kidding them. But our own people then that we get, we can be telling them, say, oh man, you will live long. You will live long, and how it is because the woman need to live long to see their children moving forward. So what we are doing here, when we finish talking to them again, their whole heart can get cool down. When is it my son? When you finish talking one time straight, my whole heart can get cool down. Then they can sleep sound. Then they wake up again on struggling. Joseph Waka, he caught me the next day. They will go to car and made them to go to bed side again. Right? Yeah. So we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Yeah. So the how it looks like, the how the race looks like. So you'll be doing it, you'll be passing around, you'll be doing all kinds of things. How you doing? How's everything with you people? I hope you're doing so great tonight. So please buy your card here. It is $1. Now what only? And you get 200. When you want to buy LD, that 200. So you get it like that. You move on. Get to those guys, they will be able to give you that. They won't buy. It's in your hand. Your love right in your hand. And you saw my own. And you saw myself doing it right. Yeah, it's in my own hands. Right? That's the same way they want it in your hand. So while we are waiting for the upgrade of our website from Radio Entertainment, so that we continue with you, where you get your instant cash directly in your phone as well. Yeah, we had always tried our best, and we'll look for all the opportunities that you can. Right? And I think we are getting there. Hey, y'all stop these kind of things. See, look again. Try to leave these people. I beg you, man. Y'all leave these people. We are here together to do what we can for our country. Princess who? Princess says she's where? We're in a comfort zone in Yekepa. Princess L. Peters. She said she's way in her comfort zone in Yekepa. That's everything with you, Princess. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing so great. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And so we will certainly get there. Really is saying that we are let us down bigly. It was too materialistic. You are godful. What you can bring yourself here for? So Sisi looking. Sisi try to leave these people. I don't want for you to be touching these people. And it's because you already here. I will tell people to plug you, especially the foreigner student. My own student won't buy like you want to do anything you're doing, but I will talk to you behind the scene. Yeah, I will talk to you behind the scene. Right? J-Man J, he comes to class and says, go and argue with your village elders while Bwaga is feeling big time. You guys, they are very interesting. You know, I love you people. You don't even know why it is true that I put in the woman in the bed sound. If I don't have interaction with you people, I must again go to bed sound. That's the passion. They say when you are passionate about something, it does not call for sacrifice because you are happy. Without it, you can be happy. How you be happy about something that you say you're sacrificing? Passion is not a sacrificial word. Anything that say you are passionate about is not sacrifice. When you say you let woman, you let her by way, you're passionate about not sacrifice you're making. That whole can make you happy. So when the woman can make you happy, and then all the men can make you happy, and you're passionate about that man, then you say I'm sacrificing. No, you know that without him, you can be happy. That the man your happiness, or that the woman your happiness. So anytime you are passionate about something, it's not about sacrifice. Sacrifice is that thing that it doesn't bring you happiness, but you have to do it at all costs. It's injurious. Let's take, for instance, Jesus Christ came and died. They being good. That sacrifice that you are making. So who want for somebody to take beating? You know, you say you don't want to take beating. But enjoyment, anything that is enjoyment, it brings you satisfaction, is not sacrifice. Right? It is not sacrifice. Anything that brings you satisfaction is not sacrifice. You'll learn that today. Passion. What are you passionate about? So I'm so passionate about talking with you people to the extent that when you're talking like that, when I meet you and talk to you, so I'm not sacrificing you. No. I'm not sacrificing you. We are passionate. We are enjoying each other. They see where you can enjoy me and group. I was say I can enjoy you too when you're ready to hear today. Especially the online student that they can be talking bad things to people. I guess so. Real student here that can give it to the people back very hard. So I can really enjoy them, and they are fantastic students. But we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So let me say hats up to you people. I hope we are doing great. I want you to take your time and look around you and ask yourself questions as to where this country is going. Honor our Pa Joseph Yumabwakai. You have to be very much observant. You have to observe attentively. You got to be fair to yourself, fair to your conscience. But just before we go that far, I would just like to clarify that there were news, and I think there were newspaper publication, that there were proposals given to Fanatic Kofa, and on the 12th, Fanatic Kofa was supposed to resign because on the 13th, the Senate, I don't know, the poll resuming session or what? Yeah, okay, something like that. So Fanatic is supposed to resign before the next section kicks off. And some of us, if you don't hear or talk about it, that means it's not true yet. Because we are people with integrity. Anytime you see the thing going on, you hear us talk about it. Or anything you saw out there flying all over the place and we didn't talk about it. Just know that until AB then can say it, then we think that, no, it's not. So you got to trust that. We're not going to betray you because we are very careful all of the time. So sometimes when you strive your way and then just get into our inboxes and then tell us, oh, AB, what is this that is going on, this, that? Yeah, we'll say, yeah. But we like to observe. That the level of integrity that you look, the kind of confidence you have bestowed upon us and giving us this is very difficult. Look, my greatest prayer every day is, God, I should not let these people down. God, I beg you. If there's anything that come in my way to let them down, please, God, I beg you, forgive my sins and then just let that pass away. Because I will be making a lot of people shame. I will be. Do you know? In fact, last night a guy said he was even fighting for me when somebody said AB can lie. He put slap in the guy's face. There are people out there, all the things that you're doing here and there, they are more considered here. They are going to put myself in something that will, oh God. I said, God, I don't even want to think about it. Say, look, there is a song that said, it is no longer I that liveth, but Christ that liveth in me. So I'm no longer living for myself now that you people living in me now. Because even if I want to betray myself, if I just think about you, because sometimes some people say, oh, I don't care about you put them in my family business. I come into, you know, where you don't even care about anything now. You say, let me just do anything I want to do. Sometimes you want to do it, then you now think about the people that you will be letting down as a result of doing this. Then you hold on. So Fanatic Kofa is not in this thing for himself anymore. You can see that Fanatic Kofa, in fact, in a speech after the Supreme Court came up with that ruling, right? He said he's now preparing a transition. Because Fanatic Kofa is not interested in it anymore. Fanatic Kofa understands that he has lost everything about his colleagues. He doesn't have the majority on his side. And all he wants to do that he's been praying with Joseph Boaga to do. Joseph Boaga, let me get to appear like there is law stay in this country. Can you please talk to your people? Let them come, let's sit down. Let me move myself from there. Let them go on with who you want there. I don't want it anymore. Look, wait, the thing I just hear us talking about, yeah, you're getting Fanatic. No, the reason we are saying Fanatic should not resign, and we are pleading with him, it's not that we are saying if Fanatic does not resign, he will still be speaker. No, we are saying Fanatic should not resign, and it should not be pressure to resign. Let Joseph Walker choose to do the right thing. Simple. So that we set this precedent to say, look, it happened, stay. The law that we wanted to see happen, it happened. So all those months and things, it was wasted. Tomorrow, it could be CDC that will come back to power. The same thing won't happen. What will we say? CDC will learn their lesson. It could be ANC that come into power. The same thing happen. ANC will learn their lesson. They say that the same thing that happened under Joseph Boaga. Whole 9 months was wasted in vain. The law is the law. So we're not going to go that path. We just want to call it 10 years short and then begin to work. Simple. That's the kind of precedent. Look, those are good precedents that people learn from to make society stronger in the future, to build up a future society. These are the better pills. Look, Joseph Boaga, nobody against you. You are the president. Chief, you got all of the resources. I want people in our house that we know that they can be carried away by money. We know that one already. They don't have it. So that's that. We are only saying, Chief, let it happen the way it's supposed to happen so that tomorrow we don't find ourselves going through the kind of long 9 months of hauling and pulling again ever in our history. Let people know that the right thing needs to be done. That's precedent we want to set. If you listen to Fanatic himself, so all the lies people carry, oh, Fanatic has resigned, Fanatic will do that. No, Fanatic is not expected to resign when the right things are not done. because he's no longer there for himself. If Fonati were to resign, some of us will feel disappointed. But again, even if you were to resign and leave today, I want to tell my Liberian people there, my people that who believe in me, say, let it go. Let Joseph Boga take everything you want to take, and let's see how far the country will go. The day Fonati resign, you take, look, I have an ability, and God has placed that in me. The same way after the election, I was able to rejuvenate our people. We built them up. We told them that election result was nothing. Look, we built them up. Look, we made them to. You know, after the election, I was supposed to have gone for a break, right? I didn't go again. I had to stay. You know what we have done? If we have left the radio like that, some of you were already, people were dejected. People were already dying. Some people were going slowly. They were going slowly. But we had to stay on the radio and made them to regain hope, make them to regain consciousness, and then believe that their Liberia that they believe in so much is still alive. And now one election result are going to make them to leave that Liberia behind. They cannot let that Liberia down. They got to keep being there for that Liberia. Even if it appears that somebody hijacked the Liberia, the same Liberia depends on them to go to resurrect or maybe to redeem Liberia from those hijackers. You can't let Liberia down. Why are you dying? Why are you killing yourself, leaving Liberia? No, we can't let Liberia down. The country depends on us. And we have to fight for it. The same way we fought for independence. The land will not fight for itself, but we have to fight for the land. And that's why it is. And that's why it is. And you see our people, this is where they are. So people like us, we are here. The moment they say for nothing, there's some kind of way I will talk to my people. They know how to listen and they know how to look. The people know how to put things behind them. But the idea now is we are saying that Fonati is not going to resign like that. Fonati will leave. He will quit. Any other way they want to do it, it will end up that way. But whichever way it will end up the lawful way. Finish. It will end up that way. But it should end up the lawful way. Finish. That's just all we're praying for. Nothing else. So you learn these things. Nobody against your Unity Party people that your government. Oh no, we are the speaker, the deputy speaker for Nati was CDC, Bobo Chima was CDC. And not anything that being strange in this country. And not any bad thing. When Prince Boy left from there and said he wanted to be senator, and the CDC people say we want our government to be so CDC now. Yeah, they did it. They control everything. What about in our thing? We are just saying the law. Look, for some of us, we are very sincere to the debate. It's just that you will not understand us. And we don't care whether you understand us or not, because we don't get time for that thing. We just want the right things to be done. Waka cannot go at that level and continue to abuse our laws in this country because what he wants is what he wants to get at all costs. No, it's not necessary. For the sustainability of our democracy, it is not necessary. So we're not going to buy into that kind of thing that's going on. And that is bad. That is very much bad. And last night, especially some of you, you were on how do you call it? You were not able to capture the YouTube last night, right? Yeah. So it is good that we are back and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything we are doing. Lord, let me tell you something. The country will be straight. I don't care what you do. The country will be straight. But one thing we're getting to understand now is God is trying to show us all the terrible people in the country in time past. They are always being honored guys of something. We are losing friends, but we don't have time. Especially for the sake of the country, we don't have time. We love them. And if they don't want to speak to us, it's no problem. So, let me give you a 2-lecture series. Yesterday, we were reading something from the EPS. I did put it on the board, and you were able to see it. But I don't want for you to see it while I'm talking. I want for you to listen to me. I want for you to listen to me. Go, listen to me. Let me explain something to you that's going on in this country. Because every decision that is taken or every decision that is made, it has a rationale behind it. That something can lead to it. And you got to look for why are people doing it here? Why are people doing it here? You got to know the why. If the why is out of good, then you say, oh yeah, but that's a good decision. If the why is out of bad, then you say, the thing here will end up some kind of way. That's how it works. So let me tell you something now. Yesterday, your sort of release from the EPS. So I keep investigating how the thing just came up like that. Why? So the guy said, Joe Howard Taylor made a statement that threatens the peace and stability of the country, that which I disagree with. Then I begin to investigate. So let's agree that Joe Howard Taylor, the former vice president, said what she said. Why are these people doing what they're doing? But you already had a security sector that is harshly politicized, and all those people, they benefited from political patronage. All the people at the helm of the security sector now, they benefited from political patronage. The NSA boss, political patronage. You go on this side, the chief of staff, the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, political patronage. So every sector, the police, political patronage. So you see that for everyone. I saw the entire security sector is politicized. So I begin to investigate. The first action they ever took was to say, look, all the long gone people that beyond George Weah will take them from there to make him more vulnerable. Since George Weah saying coming back to politics, and he's a politician, he still won't be politician, and all the respect was supposed to gain will start taking it. Or thank God we took the VIP from him already. He's not even using VIP anymore, so that the Soya people now will take all the VIP treatment from him. So we'll take the Soya people with long gone that provide protection for him. Maybe he think he get protection, that why he can be saying nothing. And saying he will come back. They took those securities off. Then Joel came and made that statement. They've been looking for grounds. So the police acted first. The EPS too wanted to act. But in what capacity would they be acting? Then Joel came up and said, look, at the protest center that there is SYZ, if you don't stop these things, it could lead to chaos. Just a word of caution to Joseph Boakai, and which of course is obvious. Everyone else will raise alarm. If we see things going wrong, we will say, look, this thing that you're doing, it could lead to chaos. If somebody looks at you and tells you, say, look, the thing that you're doing also will lead to poverty. You will be in poverty for whatever. It's because of your conduct, your actions. It could lead to that. Now the president coming to make you poor, like I said. But that's their interpretation, because the guys are afraid. You see, the same thing the guys use. The guys, everything that they use against the CDC, they are afraid of it. Cursing, they are afraid of it. I listened to Sandro Johnson. I know somebody was posting something. I'm really listening to him. But somebody was posting something that said Sandro Johnson said that if anybody curse Joseph Boakai, he will curse back. Look at that kind of thing. I gotta tell you, we talking. Sandro Johnson. Oh. So all that rudeness that Joseph Boakai was on George Weah, if April we really get ready and look at Joseph Boakai and say, you don't know, my mouth bow. Already, and I'm cursing. You're gonna be feeling the pain about it. The day, no, if I were coming to be like people like you, Sandro Johnson, who will sit down radio and say anybody who calls the person I will call. But you know what? You know, my mouth bow. You don't even know that one. You see that God brought people like us at this level. That God brought people like us at this level. And I don't even cursing Joseph Boakai. You're gonna say I'm cursing him already. Just by descriptive analysis, description of that paper there, you can say I'm cursing him already. They that me, we are the open man, we are born. You know what thing will happen? Look, there are some things that when I thought Joseph Boakai will be buried the same day. Yo, pass around with it. Just for me to even talk about Jeremiah Kun, sometimes we brag, hey, or flying around with that one all over the place. Yeah, my mouth bad though. Look, Sandro Johnson, you stop those things. Big men like you. They say you want to CH, I don't know what in CH running school. Why they got CH something? CH where in Bombing County, they say he's a high school drop out there. But I need that one there. I never go to look at that thing. Like for private life, it doesn't matter whether you high school drop out or whatever it is. You can become anybody in life. You know, nothing and I'm an issue. I don't get time for it. But your way you speak, you are a senator, you are a statesman now. At that level, you have gone at the senior ranking level of our parliament, the governance structure of our country. You are a high-ranking member. That is where you are now. Then you coming on say when anybody call Joseph Boakai, will call them the same way. Ah, God, this country. What kind of people will get in the country? So you say when they call Joseph Boakai, you will call the same way. You see, people like us, people cursing on behalf of us. So you that Sandro Johnson, that you talking that former Senator Bobby Kante, that you say anybody who calls Joseph Boakai, that you want to call? Can you imagine that? Ah, gosh, this country. By the way, let's continue. So I begin to analyze why those things were happening. And I will tell you this story. The meeting to have that release coming up, it was held yesterday in Gregory Coleman's office. Sam Gay was there. The NSA boss, Prince Charles Johnson, and his deputy, one of his deputies were there. Gregory Coleman and his senior deputy, 1 or 2 were there. And the deputy for administration was not in that meeting. And this is where they concluded. In that meeting, the only thing that informed the decision that led to that release, the only thing that informed that decision that led to that release, it was not the statement that Joel made. No, they know that that statement is nothing that borders around threats or insurrection. No. In that meeting, they said the government can be paying security then to protect you. Then you say you want to protest against the government. All the tools no government use, they are afraid of it. You know, we the jealous people then, we don't let anybody to touch our women then. Me, I'm not jealous. I just talking about men who are jealous and they know themselves. All of them are there, they know themselves. All the men who are jealous, they don't let anybody to touch their own, but they don't want to be touching other people. They see no women not like that. That men really can do that thing. I don't see women who can call that thing. Women, they are good people, and women not like that. That men there, that they don't want can. They not let anybody to touch that because it hurts. They know that a bad thing they're doing. It hurts. It's painful. All the weapons they use, they are afraid of all the weapons. The protest weapon, the lying, writing, bad thing on Facebook, and of course, the guy. That's why you can hear them talking. They say how the country will get investor. You're sitting a whole day, you're writing so bad thing because of the weapon that you're using now. So they see weapons, they are afraid of it. Look, all the weapons they were using, they're afraid of it. Protest. So they are coming down now on dissent in Liberia. They don't want protest at all. But you saw for the insertion, every little protest and thing that they will send police there, tear gas. They even decided to look for Sierra Leoneans from the onset of this whole thing. They look for Sierra Leoneans, they brought them to go be beating people. They don't want any type of protest. Nothing like that. Because they believe that the weapons they use, they're afraid of those weapons. So in that meeting, Greg, Prince Charles Johnson, and that of the EPS boss, whom accordingly has a pastor pointed at George Weah's photo in his living room that any day he able to break Weah is. And I will tell you where saying gay uno anger started. Who is George Weah as it relates to security, maintenance of peace, and stability in this country? They are afraid of protests. They don't want you to come up. When you saw them find a re-argument, they know it's not with substance, but they believe that if they file that application for re-argument, a petition for re-argument, it will put a stay on any protest action that needed to immediately come up. Because they believe that if that re-argument is there, meaning the decision or the enforcement of any action of the court will have to be on stay. Because these things are there to tell you that, look, why it is true we are waiting for the final whistle. That means we are waiting for the court to come up with the final whistle. Because the final whistle now will lie in the re-argument. Because they say, ooh, so there's anything that the court not tell one. So you can just come protest when the matter is stayed before the court. So what they have done is to hang the matter back at the court so that all the protesting that you're doing can hold. The next thing they are fighting on also, they are pressuring Fonati to resign. They are looking for number. And you heard them recently, they said they were looking for number. Hey, gone down. All the things that they were doing there so that Fonati will, yeah, what they go, oh, my people ain't going now. So let me just resign. So that you will not see reason, because you know when Fonati resigns now, what is the essence of the rule of law? What are you going for now? But I still believe, even if Fonati were to resign, there is still reason why we need to go after Joseph Boakai, because even if Fonati resigns, Rachel Kun is not speaker. There has to be an election for the speaker. Because from the day Fonati resigns, that the time now we are looking for new speaker. For the day he resigns, that the time will be looking for a new speaker. So, and they will not want it that way. They don't want to put it up for election. And that the same law we are talking about. Because even if Fonati resigns, it does not still make Regrettable speaker. There has to be procedure that leads to speakership. They said there is a speaker in every 6 years that have to be elected. So when Fonati resigns today, was Regrettable elected? No. The moment Fonati resigns, the vacancy is created, Regrettable will have to go for election. They will not want that as well. We still got to come up for the rule of law. So these things are very glaring. They don't like it. So they went in that meeting. Gregory then they went into that meeting and they said, look, this is XYZ. Let us take the securities from them and make them vulnerable. In a way, when they say they come into protest and whatever it is at their own expense. They will be in harm's way. Nobody going to protect them. No security going to protect them. Let's take security away from them. And make them like the common citizens. And make them vulnerable. That was what they discussed in that meeting. So same guy with his hatred in chief that he has. There is hatred he has for we are. And that is where it all started. You know, a friend of mine who's in the United States of America who spent years with the EPS. From Judy Bryant days. He spent years with the EPS. He saw, he said, AB, the country is in serious mess. So 2017, after the election, Sam Gay was the EPS boss. And prior to the 2017, Sam Gay even recruited men in the EPS, over 100. And his entire support base was given to Joseph Yuman Boakai. 2017. If you noticed, the guy said it. The guy said, if you noticed, after the runoff elections was announced in 2017, normally according to security protocols, automatically the two persons who will be declared to go for runoff, they are presumptive, any one of them are presumptive presidents. That is where the VIP security starts to build its details around them. That's what the guy said. So the moment you're going for runoff, then they will beef up the security around you because that the two of you, anybody can be president. So they start protecting that presumptive president. Somebody who is able to be president or somebody who will be president. They start that protection from them. They said Sam Gay did not do it for WIA in 2017. Despite the National Elections Commission announcing that the CDC and the Unity Party were going for runoff. Sam Gay didn't do it. It was after WIA won. That's when Sam Gay did it. WIA knew about everything. And after WIA won, Sam Gay visited WIA on 3 occasions. On the 4th occasion, I think they were having meetings. And what I understood is WIA was having information of his government and preparing for that. And Sam Gay wanted to enter, and WIA had to build his own security team now. And then they told Sam Gay that you can enter, the president is in meeting and he's on the formative stage of his government. Sam Gay, out of arrogance and anger, he walked out of it. And all of those times that he met WIA was very flexible with him. Though WIA knew what he was doing. And WIA is somebody who, when he knows exactly what you're doing, he will just treat you like nothing is happening. And the only thing he's blessed God for is that he should just have an idea about what you're doing. So they say he left. Now your own friend is talking as well. His own friend. The guy in America, Nana. The guy said, yes, Sam Gay. No, he said, Sam Gay, not be a tree man with a political appointed position. That's only that way. So, when he left, it didn't take time, and then they announced Trogon Roberts as the EPS boss. And that team made Sam Gay verse. And he left. Because we are joking with him like, we are now. He get time or whatever it is. Anybody want to do anything to it, he won't know. Because he believed that with all that you did, you couldn't stop him from shining. Why will he have to exert his energy on you when God already made him shine despite all your obstacles or bottlenecks you placed? That Sam Gay got vexed and left the country. He said he can never. There's another guy whom you heard, the former Bwaga security people who were protesting in recent time. How do they call them? One Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson is another element that is a political EPS officer planted within the EPS. Charles Johnson. Now the guy in there, he's the deputy EPS boss now. He is second in command to how do they call him, man? Sam Gay. See the level of people who are against George Weah. The Charles man, he's also one person who has a malice and hatred for Weah. And let me tell you the tolerance level of the Weah administration. The guy said, immediately Weah took over, Charles left and decided to assign himself with Joseph Yuman Bwaka as EPS. Charles went there to go assign himself. And after that, the guys check, they look, they couldn't find Charles. But Charles was assigned with Bwaka. He stayed there for almost 1 year because that 2018, from 2018, 1 year, 6 months, made into 2019. They record him. They even told him to come back to the motorcade and say he can't be there again or whatever it is. He can't do that because he's been there before. He can't come back and be there again. So he was just looking for excuses. So according to the guy, they had to assign him to D. Maxwell Sarkemeya. So when they assigned him there was a trip he's supposed to have gone on. The guy collected the money, ate the money, and did not go on that trip and left from there and went back to Joseph Bwakaya. And guess what? Trokon rebels they didn't do anything to him. When the guy said, when they raised the issue, Trokon said, no, we don't want to be seen like, we're against people or SYZ. I don't know. Maybe that George Weah was just spilling over to those guys. The Charles man I'm talking about now. Ask him. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He went back to Joseph Bwaka. He was never dismissed. These guys were never ever dismissed. They left them there. They were still collecting their money, whichever way they want to go. They have come to power. The first thing they started was to start targeting people they think were close to George Weah to make his security details vulnerable. They started to take trusted people from around him when Weah did not do it to them. When Trokon rebels did not do it to Joseph Bwaka to disrespect him any day. Because George Weah would never instruct, even if Trokon wanted to, George Weah would not see or disrespect at any VIP for that matter. With these kind of guys around the VIP system now, and you get guys who are in the security sector, knowing that they are doing all these things, and they are now politically, because for them to maintain their grapes, Sam Gay has to maintain his grape. How do you call the other man, Charles Johnson or whatever it is, he has to maintain his grape. What do you think those guys will do? They will work in concert with the entire national security system so that the Unity Party will never leave power. That's why you see every protest action, they having issues. Every protest action, they having issues with it. They will fight back. They are ready to do anything in relation to that. And they are looking for small problems all over the place. I saying Gideon and say, look, they weird men, we got to take everything away from him. You think they're taking it away from weird because, well, no, they're afraid. Politically, they believe that weird is going to make a comeback. They know they're passing around the communities, they are getting feedback. One of the most sensitive security agencies in this country that informs government about issues in this country is the NSA. The NSA, whether it comes to economic issue, whether it comes to security issue, whether it comes to any other issue, the NSA job is to have an expert analysis on everything and what are the security implications associated with that. What are the economy? They will look at it, they say, well, the way things going in this country, people are suffering, people doing this, it poses serious security threat. They will advise the president on how to proceed, how you see the president is informed in the wake of all of these things, because it is the president that will now call his lieutenants and then talk to them in the other area. They say, well, man, the thing that are happening, they say, they got an action you're going on here and there, leading to so and so, so and so. They know it. See the mass dismissals that they are carrying on. You don't think they put and think that people will make a comeback? They know their governance style. Chief, I will tell you the truth. We are struggling. This government is struggling because it is our government now. This government is struggling, and we, the people, we are the government. We are struggling. Things are tough. They want to keep Reggie Kuhn down there so that they will increase taxes on you, and nobody will object to it. The first objection on Fonatis Gabo was to kick out that yellow machine in an appropriate manner. Tomorrow, the way Reggie Kuhn was lawless and sitting down there, if, let's say, for instance, Reggie Kuhn say he won't be sound, already not sound, if he wants to be sound, and then he want to add in some kind of sound person, he won't checkmate, and then he won't checkmate Joseph Boaga for some kind of lawless way of passing, sending budget. What did Joseph Boaga tell him? He said, you were sitting down there, lawlessly, we kept you down there. You think you were somebody who's going to be speaker? You see how we gave you all the backing? You don't have to give us backing too? You see why you are planting for yourself. You see what Boakai has done, why he's behind this lawless man here to say, look, be speaker. Because Kun will owe it to him. Kun does not have that boss. He will never have that boss to stand up to Joseph Boakai and say, they want you doing the budget. I don't think you're passing the right way. He will say, man, just shut up. You try, I will move you the same way. Now you can't stand for me to talk about lawfulness. You sat down there that was my backing that made you to be sitting and passing around. You call yourself. How will you stand up? These people, that's what they are doing. See the things prices going up. The people are raising money now. You don't see the latest executive order that talk about citizenship ID card. They say everybody must get it. Whether you get passport, you get passport, you must go for the citizenship ID card. Go pay for it. You see how the people hustling for money everywhere? They will take it from inside us. They are taking it from anywhere. No compromise. They don't care where it will come from. Or you think dancers, people then they are doing it because they have reached a certain, the wicked level dancers over now. The level the dancers to now is economic stagnation. Is haunting them now. They must cut down staff. So to cut down staff, they say we got to look at more and then cut down the people then who will not lack. So the next level of cutting down staff now is because the economy is tough on them. They must cut down. What and see what will follow. You hear about GC, 70% of the line. And you know what they're doing now? The Governance Commission, they are lying to some people, say, we just want for you to just reapply. You know that certain people want to move from there. Now you're that lie. Go do reapplication. And the moment you do reapplication, just know that your first contract is over by law. The moment you do reapplication, you have no case. Oh, you don't know that contract law? Go do reapplication. Let's see whether your first contract still running. And those of you that are indefinite contract, which of course is full-time employment, no duration attached to it, go do reapplication and think that you're turning there not over. It's over. Go try it. Go try it, mama, papa, brother, sister. You go try it and see whether you will say what they call by law. You are finished. So they will not lie to you, say, that certain people will try to what they call, but we just try to get letter to all of you so that you will go and what they call. Go here or here and go what they call it. They will deal with you. Yeah, we here. People hustling. Joseph Walker has told his ministries and agencies, you got to cut down. We're not able to sustain the staff and whatever it is, we got to cut down. You got to do it. I don't care what you do. You go, you come down, you have to do it. We don't have the money. Citizenship Adika, even the little babies, they will go get it now because Joseph Walker executive order, he said, every citizen, he said, even babies in the hospital, the moment they born them today, yeah, that man and buy the Citizenship Adika, they be passing around with it. They want to raise money from it again. And you saw Nyobri Kanga Lawrence, she had to say she endorsed the executive order. Have you seen that there? Have you playing for? You know, or we say some of these things that can be said that we pass here, right? You better open your look. I saw executive order or endorsement from Nyobri Kanga Lawrence. He said, yeah, we agree with it. That's some of the reform that we're looking for, so that we'll be able to what they call that so la thing, that money they hustling for so. At the National Port Authority, my brother is expected to carry on massive. I think the process is on, right? Yeah, they are laying off people. Some of people, if the Unity Party government is laying off people and no investors coming to take those people, let me tell you why Unity Party was successful in their first downsizing that they did. The on-bill was here as a cushion. So when they downsize you, at least you will find a on-bill job to serve as a cushion for that. Now they are downsizing the same way they did it when they came to power in 2026. The same downsizing they did, that the same thing they're doing again. This time targeted downsizing. But they are doing it at a time there is no other opportunity or window open to absorb the people that they are downsizing. So the poverty will increase in the land. That's why you hear yourself say the money business hard, because when more people are working, the more the medium of exchange will be visible everywhere. Because the more people are working, that the more people get money, right? So you're not seeing the money everywhere. Not that the money not in the country, no. But the people who are supposed to have access to the money, they are being cut off. They are being dismissed. So they don't have money. So as a result, you will not see the money on the market. You see that? Poverty is taking over the country. In fact, there was a video from I don't know, Tuporo area or whatever. There's an old man there now. The women who can go and do delivery at hospital, they say they're not going to hospital again because they not get money for the hospital. Now they will go to one woman can just go and deliver. Then you razor blade and cut their stomach when the children will come outside. They can't outside. That's how poverty have treated people now in this country. Anybody, you just got to look for another means now to live. Because when you go to the hospital, you not get money. What you will do? You just go to the woman and they tear your stomach, tell the baby from inside. And they live, they go kill the person. That not gonna do operating. The same downsizing the day from 2006. When they took over, that is seen downsizing they're doing. But this time, there's no on-mill here to absorb some of these people. The NGOs, they are paralyzed already. The USA activities paralyzed the entire NGO sector. Now, with a few NGOs that are working with maybe the Norwegian, the Norwegians, the people working with the Swedish people, and all the other ones that Japanese, all the other NGOs are surviving now. The bulk of it that were tied around USA. The bulk of them that were tied around USA, gone. Where the money will come from? The government is struggling. The people will protest. Because Article 1 say the people form their government for their own benefit. That's what Article 1 say. And when they're not satisfied, they have all right to move their government. The people will protest. For me, I'm not interested in it about bugger step down. No, me, I always told people that I'll wait for 2029. Because the kind of thing can lead to all kinds of things. That's why we are warning against their maze rule, because it leads to chaos. And at that point now, we don't control it. I'm not one of those persons who will sit and say, what they go, look, we are able to bear it for the next 4 years plus. for the next 4 years plus. And we're discussing 6 years here. I'm talking about we're discussing 4 years plus now. Just recently we're discussing 6 years. Now 4 years plus we are discussing now. Huh? And what we're discussing when the year ends, what we'll be discussing? 4 years or 3 years plus. Because the moment it ends, we get in January, we don't have 4 years again. 3 years plus. Why are we rushing? Why are we kidding ourselves? Oh, you don't know that the years are running so fast and it's very short? We're discussing 4 years plus now. So when we say protest, to call the government to order and say, look, there are men here. The reason you will be doing that to tell the government that even if you intend to even cheat, because all these security measures you see them putting in place, Sam Gay will not let to leave the country anymore. The Charles Johnson man will not let to leave the country anymore. The Prince Charles Johnson also will not let to leave this country anymore. The AFL chief of staff will sit there. He now want to leave this country anymore because they know what they have done to CDC and they know what they have done to the security sector. They believe that if CDC were to come back, there needed to be rigorous reform. Everything you see that they are aiming at now is fear of reprisal. You all know what they call that? Oh. You know what I call fear or reprisal? That thing that made you to slap your friend. You know, so now when you now slap somebody, you think the man will slap you back, then you slap him again. That kind of content. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's what we're talking about there. So, yeah. All the tactics they employ, that fear of reprisal, an act of retaliation. Have you seen somebody think that because they curse you, you will slap, then they just slap you? That reprisal there. When they say reprisal, you are afraid that that person will get back at you. Every strategy they are employing now is fear of reprisal. Whether you go or you come down. They are tightening their schools, and that fear of reprisal will take them all the way to 2029. So as a result, anything that will lead to that reprisal attack having its base, they will discourage everything. That's why they don't want you to have the slightest of protest. Today, the issue of press statement. Let me go and read it one day and get to the lines and interact with you, our callers. The issue of press statement. Well, the press statement was not aimed at the guys who went to protest for Ibrahim Traore. No, that's not what it is. No. The press statement was merely about protest to come and protest to go. This is it, right? So there's a press statement that came up. And I know there was some error here from my junior brother, Jutunu Wakoli. And who's the communications director now at the Ministry of Justice. Congratulations, son. So it says here immediate release. And that is what they send here, the press statement. It says what? Let me get it on the screen for all of us to see. Yeah, let me get it on the screen so that all of us can see it. There is a release that they put up. The Ministry of Justice. Let me get their logo up so that you see that first. So it says the Ministry of Justice for immediate release. Justice Ministry warns protest march without permit is illegal. Perpetrators will be prosecuted. Good. Let's leave that. It says here on May 1, 2025, several persons displaying the Liberian flag and a banner showing a photograph of Captain Ibrahim Traore, military leader of Burkina Faso, took to the streets of Monrovia where they apparently marched in solidarity with the leader from that African country for reasons best known to them, obstructing and disrupting the normal course of business in that area. They said the people obstructed and disrupted. I don't know where that happened. The Ministry of Justice wishes to inform the public that it did sanction. I know they want to say it did not sanction this march. Yeah, I know that what it meant to say, but it was an error anyway. So the Ministry of Justice wishes to inform the public that it did not sanction this march. The Ministry of Justice is the statutory authority responsible to grant permits to all Liberians wishing to protest or march in solidarity for causes they believe in. Why it is the constitutional right of all Liberians to peacefully protest, the stakeholders of any protest must first get permission. Now listen to this one here. Now they play the argument had always been, even under the CDC, there was a release that was sent out by Frank Musa Dean, and Costa then said, no, we are only supposed to inform you. You're not supposed to permit us to protest before we protest. The U.S. Embassy released a statement to that effect and said when the people want to peacefully gather, yeah, You have to just guard their gathering. It's not just permitting them, because if you say you want to permit, that word permit, it has never had the clear definition that works in constitution, in line with the constitution, to permit people. Because if they not allow you, you will not do it. If you don't get a permit, you will not go protest. So you are just supposed to inform the justice ministry so that they will be able to guard. So that word permit, we have been arguing it legally. You can't say you're permitting people to go and protest. How can you permit somebody to carry on their constitutional rights? Should I be permitted? My right. Can you permit me on the basis of my right? You can't permit me. Right? So we have said the people who pass that law, in fact, it's statutory anyway, it's not constitutional. The people who pass that law, it breaches the constitution. So any law that runs contrary to the constitution is null and void. So the word permit, that was the same argument that was held under the CDC administration, because they said, no, they don't need permit. And you can't tell them where specifically to go and assemble. They will assemble where they want to assemble. It happened under CDC. It happened under the CDC because that the constitutional right. You can't permit somebody to exercise their constitutional right. No. So you say you need permit. That is where we have the problem with the law. And we believe that the law runs contrary to the constitution. You cannot say you need permit. No, you can't do that. So you can only need to be notified that we are going on with this protest. You are just on notice. You're just going to be notified. That's all. So they said when it comes to constitutional rights of all Liberians to peacefully protest, the stakeholders of any protest must first get permission. Is it not contradiction? How can I get permission to my rights? How is that possible? And that was the argument Acosta raised at the time. And we also said, yes, if that is there, then of course, it's something that you cannot permit somebody to exercise their constitutional rights. That's my right. You can't permit me to it. No. Huh? It's not even on the argument of allowance. No, I have to exercise it. So they say on a constitutional right of all Liberia. You're talking about constitutional right. You see the contradiction from the Justice Ministry? They said permission from the Ministry of Justice through a written permit. Can you imagine that? This permit will enable law enforcement. I know it's supposed to be law enforcement officers to protect protesters, guard their movement, and prevent unnecessary traffic, which what they call, it's just. You know, permission can be denied, right? So that's why you don't want to use that word permit. Permission can be denied. So you don't want to use that word permit. So the Ministry of Justice condemns the unauthorized solidarity march and all other protests or march that do not adhere to the processes on which such activities are held. Protests or marches where permits are not sought. They say, because some people can say, no, now protest we're going to march. Right? So every march or protest, you must go for a permit. That's what they say. Because the say we are marching. We're not protesting, but we're marching. So every march or protest, you must go for permit at the Justice Ministry. So the day the school ready to march, you must go for permit. Anything you want to do, you do this. That is it, right? Yeah. But these schools and things, then they can write the local authorities in the area and permit. They can just write then say, look, we'll be using the road, and that is how we'll be going. Then they will write the police details in that area. And then they say, look, we are writing because our gala day and the children will be on the road, so we need security. To just inform you, right? But they say if you not get permit, you must not go. So that means they must give you permit before you go. They say protest with where permits are not sought from the Ministry of Justice will be considered hostile and whatever it is. So you just go there and read them and notify them, finish. And we got to go on with our stuff, finish. And that one you got to do it because it's for security reason. And which I want to buy into it. But let me tell you why all these things are happening. It boils down to the same strategy again. The entire national security system of this country is politicized. Unity party security. No professional security we are seeing here now. I'm not saying the security personnel are not professional. Their leaders are all unprofessional and politicized. They are politicians. Because we know we have good men in the security sector, even the NSA, wherever it is that their bosses are, there are still good men there. but their bosses are operating on strict orders. We can't allow the reprisal attack on us to work. 2029, with what Joseph Boakai has done to we are. The way Joseph Boakai has disrespected the opposition community. The way Joseph Boakai has decided to outroot people from tenure positions. And the anger is in his land. Forget it. We cannot allow these people to get back to power. So we'll do anything, we'll discourage anything that will give them that urge to come back to power. Everything you see them doing is for 2029. They are not governing. They are preparing for 2029. For him to be wise is quite sufficient. And we are right here on this very day, grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And we'll get there. And we are certainly getting there, like I always said. Thanks so much for the time. And we can get there now. That is it. Let's move on. With God, all things are possible. And we will get there. With God, all things are possible. So we'll certainly get there. Yeah. So let me take this break and we're going to be right back. And crime stopper is proud. Anyway, that's God. That's God. How God can operate. So you'll just be there, you'll be doing all kinds of things. Have you seen that? I say country or what it called? Let's get there, and this is where we are. We are going to be grateful.
Fortune Company is here for every one of us. If you want to get money easy, I liberate Fortune Scratch Card. Scratch and win, they will make it a get happen. Hey, yeah. If you want to get money easy, I liberate Fortune Scratch Card. Scratch and win, they will make it a get happen. Yeah. So let me see your hands up for liberty. I said we are a big prophet. I said we are a big prophet. Let me see your hands up for liberty. I said we are a big prophet. I said we are a big prophet. You can play with your $1 US or equivalent 200. Simple mathematics, when you buy a liberty, you win your money straight. Liberty Fortune Scratch and win game, make it easy. Just go to any scratch card booth, then you ask for liberty. You buy a card, then you pay. Stand a chance to win. You can win up to 10,000 US. If you want to get money easy, buy a Liberty Fortune Scratch card. Scratch and win, it will make it a get happen. Yeah. If you want to get money easy, buy a Liberty Fortune Scratch Card. Scratch and win, it will make it a get happen. Yeah. I give the people bring. Be happy to pay your children's school fee. Yeah. So come and play again. I give the people bring. Be happy to pay your car repair. Yeah. So come and we are money. That's all I give the people.
Okay, so that's it right here. God is very tired and we are certainly getting it. Let's get to the lines interact with our callers. The female line is this exclusively female. You know I don't bash on that. And of course, the female line is 0777-980375. My friend and brother Abu Shari just sent me this, and of course, it's good that you share this with me. Abu Shari is asking the government of the Republic of Liberia, asking them this question. Abu Shari says this. Let me show you why he's asking the question. Abu, thank you so much for sharing it. Yeah, you're right. So they send our men to go and meet with the very man that they say people will not get around. They say the American people will not get around the man. Their government, I tell you, that government official there here, right? Let me show it to you. Where they permit, we get them for them to do they want. But are people who are protesting to tell you that these people they're tricky. They mean him of destiny to discourage any future protest. They ain't got problem with it, man. In fact, it is they the one who organized the people then to go do the protest in favor of our Traore. Because Joseph Boakai hungry. Joseph Boakai looking for, and we told you during the time that Joseph Boakai was doing business with Russians, and Russians came in our election here, we told you. Oh, yeah. When we telling you somebody there, you can get it. We told you that Joseph Boakai was doing business with Russians. So Joseph Boakai looking for money everywhere. Joseph Boakai went right at Guinea. He got picked up from there from somebody who stayed school or whatever. He not get time for that one. He go to Burkina Faso. Joseph Boakai is looking for money everywhere. They may not get time. You just think, why are the American people bringing their security conference here? Because they know Joseph Boga finished opening the floodgate. Then they can say, oh yeah, American people in favor of Joseph Boga. What? When American people in favor of you, their support will come through their money. It doesn't come through the kind of thing that money they can send. That money. They don't know it though. These people there, can watch it. And we you will see. You'll be sitting there, hey, Joseph Boga, this, that. They hungry papa who won't sell their country. And I'm telling you what's going on. Eh? God. Y'all seen it for yourself? They better feel it. Then they say they warn you again. The men who are protesting down there, they want proof. The men are so game they on. They don't want sending people down there. Let me tell you some of the things. Let's get to the lines, interact with your callers as we move on here tonight. We have just roughly 28 minutes of call to exchange. And so we are certainly getting there. Yeah. So we are certainly getting there. Right? Yeah. That Joseph Boga, you see what they're doing to our country here? Yeah. Though African sovereignty, right, everywhere, right? But you can see it that the people against America, right? Joseph Boga said that what they go here and there. Joseph Boga, like he didn't want there doing the kind of thing and so. So you're seeing how they trick it. Everybody say, oh yeah, Traore doing well for the people. Yeah, there, blah, blah, blah. They set it down there because they want to lay money from the men. They say, we're lying in our country. The protest will be hell. We're lying in our country. And then they get ready, they condemn it. Because they want for America to think that, oh, this, that, yeah. What kind of people? What kind of trick they will be they want place? But they're hungry. But anyway, Joseph Boga, you are cutting down and dancers and stuff. Why you can't dance out? Although plenty of advisors there around you. Because we no money being high on you. No investor coming. No investor coming. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. These callers are calling, banking, out about those. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So we will get there. The orange number and the MTN number also here. So we have the 0772 239933 and we have 0886 304497 are the numbers that you can use to call. Christopher Hayes Onanuga, the man who is the kind of diplomat or something, and that Chris. Yeah, that Chris there. Yeah, Christopher Hayes Onanuga meeting with the man. And this is how they can operate. The foreign minister already here in this meeting with Biden. All of them they were here in this meeting. They also in all over the place. So what he asked y'all for us to do now? They are the men who want to go do their simple protest. That the men y'all go jump behind. Y'all say they disturbing. Let me try to get to the lines. All right. So with God, all things are possible. So we can get to the lines now and start interacting with you, our callers. So we can go on now as we speak. The female line is also active as we speak. Yeah, it's also active. But let me get from my man, and I will pick your call shortly. But let me get from my man. Yeah, let me get from my guy so that the country that technique. All the BBT, I know what the Google T, yeah, that technique. Yeah, that's how they operate the country. The country that technique. All the Google T, you just hearing that technique. The country that technique. All the Google T. You know, sometimes when you are singing, you look so fine, fantastic, and that's how it works. The country that technique. All the Google T, you just hearing that technique. The country that technique. All the Google T, you just hearing that technique. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Let me read this stuff here my brother sent to me. Yeah, so it's Christopher Hayes Onanuga and Boga's ambassador for tourism. Okay, he got God has how to go also. And so wow. These people putting us in trouble. Yeah, just do anything with the country now. Nobody has time for you people. Anything you want to do with the country, you'll do it. Yeah. We don't have time for you people. With God, all things are possible. And we know that we will get there. By the way, we will get there. I don't care what you guys do, we will get there. We are having slight network challenge as I speak. So I have to reboot to get you coming through. Yeah. We have little network challenge that we got to work on, and time, so that they posted they were doing their stuff, but they just lied about that. Yeah, they just lied about that. We think they want to do bad thing. That's why they're doing all the things for the rewriting cable that lie. They want jam frequencies and do all kinds of things. And we know these people. And they'll be sitting on there, they'll be talking all kinds of things. So you will see what will happen. Just watch it. These people want to jam frequencies and do all kinds of things, and all they say they're doing cable something. And they will just lie to you people. Now all they will be doing. But with God, all things are possible, and we know it. And we are getting there. Your trial tonight. Let me try to Crown Stopper is here. Let me take this break with Crown Stoppers, and we're going to be right back.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't tell law in your hand for the authority. Let it come take care of it. Crime stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk it. I mean you check. Do well for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
All right, Kings 88.5, and we are right here on this very day. Grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we are going through, and we are certainly getting there this break. While I try to do some rebooting, and so that we can get you guys on here tonight on this day. So we get in there. This one.
I say, my people, the management of the Water Medical and Eye Clinic, located at the Police Academy Junction in Painesville, is excited to bring you free healthcare services. Yeah, and what we have in store for you:
free blood pressure checks on the second Saturday of every month, free blood sugar tests on the third Saturday of every month. Please do not eat after 12 a.m. or midnight prior to your visit for the blood sugar test.
To ensure everyone is attended to effectively and efficiently, we will serve up to 50 persons for each of these services on a first come, first served basis, beginning at 8 in the morning
on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month.
Your health is your wealth. Don't let silent killers like high blood pressure and high blood sugar take you by surprise. Early detection saves lives. So take charge of your health today for a stronger and healthier tomorrow. Exclusive offer for your children under 5 years. Parents, this one is for you and the well-being of your precious children. The Water Medical and Eye Clinic offers free routine laboratory tests for children under the age of 5. Give your little ones the care they deserve with absolutely no cost to you. Regular health check can detect issues early and keep your children thriving, because a healthy child is a happy child. In addition to this, we offer medical, laboratory, and eye care services at the Water Medical and Eye Clinic 24 hours around the clock at affordable prices. For more information on these services and more, kindly visit the Water Medical and Eye Clinic at the Police Academy Junction in Painesville, or call the following cell numbers: 0775 988 356, 0888 024 099, or 0776 930 576. Your health is our priority. Together, we can build a healthier Liberia.
Oh yes, and certainly that's why it is. Together we can build a healthier Liberia, and that's one water clinic. You can go there. So you can call us on WhatsApp as well. I'm trying to do the rebooting for those of you offline, the landline people. That's how we like to call it, the landline. But there are some technical glitches that we are sensing from the landline from right here. And I hope it's not restricted only to this studio. And because the United Party people, then they are capable of doing anything. Me, I don't doubt anything about them. But you can call on the WhatsApp, and as well as we move on, they have issued series of threats. I told you all these people, their whole mind game that 2029, they not even look. They not even thinking about governance. They are worried about themselves. What will happen to them? They're what they call eat and worry. A child will say you did something to somebody, and then the person will come back at you. So as a result, what you got from the person, you can't enjoy it because you are worried that person will come. So all that period that you are there, your worry is centered around that. That's what I know. The guys have exactly logged all the phone calls in the studio right here as we speak now. I know other people are making phone calls. They have logged everything up here so that you will not have your opinion. The people are on dissent. Everything else. These people are terrible. I don't know how they intend to continue running the country here because they are very terrible. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, AB. This is Malice from New Jersey.
Yeah, Malice, let's hear from you.
Thank you. You said it all. But one thing you say I want to throw light on it is a reprisal. Mm-hmm. People are afraid of reprisal. Mm-hmm. Because they are afraid of reprisal, they will do everything to suppress the people, and they will rig the 2029 election.
Yeah.
Watch my word. People are doing everything to suppress the citizen so that the government will not change for them to pay the price of what they are doing, and they will rig 2029 election. Just they have something to rig 1985 election. Walker served in that government. Walker minister in two government. It was 1986. They replaced him with Kagbulozoto away from Nima Kandi, from the agriculture ministry. So exactly what Do was doing. And unlike him, Do was a military man. So he had a military idea as a military dictator. Walker power was turned over to you through automatic election. And you tend to be a dictator, suppressing every norms in the country. Using the security to treat citizens like a police state. Only to intimidate the people for them to rig the election of 2029. That's the stage they are setting. That's the stage they are setting.
But the guys are hearing for 4 years now. For them that they know that a 4 year remaining now. The guys are calculative. They know that the year is far away from them.
Exactly, they know. You guys know that when anything happens through the ballot box, it will be removed, like people will kick them out of power, and people will hold them accountable. You hear Councillor Good, one of the Goods, said a few days that all those guardians are breaking the law. The only person who will not be prosecuted because of statute of limitation is Walker. For all other people in the government, he said they are not called by statute of limitation. He said he will go after them. He is making note. So these guys are hearing it, and they will not want to be prosecuted and punished.
Yeah.
So they are doing everything. Look at the kind of thing they're saying. That people must seek permit. In the United States, where democracy came from, where everything they're doing in Liberia come from, there is no day, no law in America that says you should write the government of the United States before you assemble for protest. One person can state protest any corner, anywhere, anything, any hour. You can protest in America. What do you mean by they must issue protest or you must seek permit? And the government has the right to deny the permit. So who will allow people to protest against them if that law exists that you have to write, you got to seek permit? They will not grant you a permit. So that's why they didn't make it a law. It is not a law. But they are trying to suppress people. The Liberian people, if they keep sleeping, they don't rise to do something in Liberia that will draw the international community attention, that will bring other government to an end. Look, it will be on the thing for the next 4 years that are left, plus additional 4 or 6 years. Therefore, will not leave power. The United Party will not relinquish power. They will never relinquish power. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get to AB Corner. Yeah, and medicine is off. Let me get to AB Corner. And who's there now? Yeah, AB, let's hear from you. Hello?
Hey, AB, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you so much for the show, AB. I just didn't laugh you when you read our release from the Minister of Justice. If the government want to convince the Liberian public that they will not be on a protest because the foreign ministers and other high-ranking officers want to go meet the president of Burkina Faso, I challenge the government of Liberia. If it was not then that organized a protest yesterday, let them put out a release that they don't have no tie, diplomatic tie with our government in Burkina Faso. They will not. Because like you said, AB, they're looking for money from everywhere. They're looking for money. They will not do it. They're the one that organized our protest yesterday. But you know what they want to do? They want to please the other side. They want to please the other side. So the guy, oh no, we didn't know about the protest. The government like the one that recognized that protest yesterday, and they come out and say, oh no, it was not them that were behind that protest. Then they come out and said, no, we don't have no diplomatic tie with the government of Burkina Faso. They will not do it because they haven't tie with him. You know, they haven't tie with him. But let me just end on the thing. Look, let me just go back recently. 2019, Omar Bashir in Sudan, fear in the people. The army was passing around on the principal street of Khartoum with military hardware. Where is Omar Bashir today?
You're right.
He no longer in power. AB. Just in 2019. In 2019, military people were marching on the street, driving through the street of Khartoum. Where is Omar Bashir today? He gone. Sudan is in chaos.
You're right.
Then let's go on. Yahya Jammeh in Gambia before that elections that took him from power. What happened? He did all he could do. What happened at the end of the day? Yahya Jammeh is gone. They will not save them. 1979, Toba and his clique did the same thing. But what happened? Baby, 1980, Toba was gone. 1990, 1989, 90, that brought erupted into chaos. It will not save nobody. It has not saved no dictator. You can march with the entire police people, the entire military people on the street of Monrovia. The day people ready to protest, they will not even think about nothing. They will protest. It will not save nobody. It has not saved anybody that I know, any dictator.
Okay.
Recently.
All right.
Yeah, in 2011. No. It will not save them. 2029, if the people of Liberia, they're ready to vote these people, they will vote them overwhelmingly, they will not spend nothing. When the result comes in Jaha, they did it in Ghana. The vice president, Nana Akufo-Addo, ran. What happened? He lost the election massively. Some of them start packing, leaving the country. That just what will happen with those guys. They will start running away when the results start coming 2029.
All right.
Thank you, EP, for the show.
Thank you. Let me get to Musa Brown. Musa, let's hear from you, please. Yeah. Yeah, let's hear for you. Yeah.
Maybe the last time I called and I said something. I said the 2029 election, because I am sure that President William want to be president. So he should be ready to tell us whether he want to be president or he don't want to be president. Because if you don't know what all the tactics, all the games they got playing, we understand their tactics. And you know what they can say, even up to here, those that are partisan of the United Party, you know what they can say? That George we are won't do anything to the say and do it for peace sake. This time around, President William will tell us whether he want to be president for Liberia in 2029 or not. Because we're not going to leave it for peace sake. Nobody going to trample on our right.
Well, my brother, the only reason why Liberians will want 2029 at all costs is because they want peace. Because now they don't have peace. So what kind of peace you need more than getting 2029? What a peace they enjoy now. What a peace Liberian people enjoy.
You know, enjoy right now.
No,
maybe. Yeah, it is so troublesome, my brother, to see our country, the security apparatus. These guys have become so serious. You know why? Maybe sometimes we can say, oh, Joseph Walker, no, but you know what happened? Most of these operations, these guys, because of the lifestyle they're living. You look at Gregory Como. Gregory Como, the amount of police that behind Gregory Como, more than the amount of police that behind the president.
You're right.
The amount of police that behind Gregory Como with long reach arm are more than the amount of police that behind President Joseph Walker. What kind of country we got here? When the police director comes over 18 and the president is because you see security all over everybody with long reach arm. What is this? Where are we from? Where are our country going? When Gabriel Kuma appeared over 18 and war taking place, is this the kind of Liberia we need for 2005? Is this the kind of Liberia that we're calling for? Is this the kind of Liberia that 250,000 Liberians die for? Hey, man, Joseph Walker, we beg you. Use your 42-year experience, man. We beg you. Liberia need our peace. We need to stay and go back to Liberia and turn back like other countries are doing. We beg you, oh man. We know you are on your way going, but do not leave Liberia in the wrong way. So we take God to beg you. This time around 2029, let them do what they can do. But 2029, they will meet us at the front. We are now
frontliners, eh? Excellent frontliners. Musa? Musa, are you there? Musa, are you there? Wow. Musa Brown, I don't know what's happening to you, but I think we just lost contact with you, and we hope to get you. Yeah. Wow, it's Labaf. Anyway, Musa, I hope you can just get back to us if you can, and then get on with it. This life, and we certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. We will get there. Whether you like it or not, we will get there. So that is it. We are getting there. So you can call us on you can call us, and then we go on and on. With God, all things are possible. Wow. Time is of essence, and time is catching up with us. And wherever you are, time is of essence, and time is catching up. So like I said, sorry to those of you, if you think you're trying the numbers and it's not working at the Unity Party, people will cause. They don't want, already they're suppressing everything you do. So your voices are being suppressed. They don't want you to speak out. What a peace you're enjoying now. Let me ask you, Liberian people. 2029 will be fighting for the peace that Unity Party denying you now. So there is nothing that we can even put forward, or anybody will put forward, say, for the sake of peace. What is the sake of peace? That the sake of peace, basically, you will force it to get it at all costs. That's why you will roll your sleeves and do everything you can for the sake of that peace that you want, that you have been denied for 6 years. You're not able to work in your own country. You don't have any peace to express, whether you let government or not, whether you public official or private official, whether in private areas that you're working, because now they even asking some people to say, oh man, when you bring your politics, now let first, private businesses, where young people used to be having their political discussions and things about their country. You got this, man, who want for them to close down our business? You take your politics from here. Don't talk against the government. But people should be in that same area and talking for the government. Everyone getting scared now. Everyone else getting. What is the peace that you have now that you will not let to fight for in 2029? What is the peace? So for the sake of peace, what is it for the sake of peace? The peace you will need is beyond 2029 because you are not enjoying peace now. You are not moving freely. You are not saying anything. Nothing. You see that? Where is the peace that you're enjoying for now? You're not enjoying a peace. So nobody can tell you in 2029, oh, that for the sake of peace and this, that no. If there's any peace that you have to enjoy, you have to fight for it. Because you are not enjoying peace. And one thing I will show them, and that is it. I'm not like somebody who will let to see a destabilized country because of power or greed or whatever. Nobody gonna. When that time comes, Liberians will go there freely and fairly and make their choice. Nobody coming to come and say, oh yeah, let's bring government down, let's do that one. And I'm here for that one there. Those things, those short circuit way of, I don't suppose kind of thing. We are saying that indeed 2029 is the best option for any change of government. So you just understand that. That's where we are getting. So we'll continue to encourage our people, bear patience in whatever you can, express yourself in whichever form and manner, but we can't allow that. This person here, they were though. All right. So let me get on to this one. Hello? You better try because the network did not close all the line here. Oh, the people close everything, yeah? You better log it.
Feeding everything I'm going to Abby. Abby not eating the general kind of problem the poker poor in your soul. Oh, I tell him, I'm not smart to Abby, they may never have 42 years, so I will not happen to us here. It's all the potato us, and Abby the group of they're feeding them more than we would have for them for it.
You're right, because they have expectation. You're right.
They're feeding them, they're regretting. Anybody that will come after Joseph Boakai, they will be deceiving themselves because the very people that voted for them are 100% disappointed, 75% disappointed because they feel 25 that in government benefiting. That what they did, they closed the land and now they when somebody put me call off.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did.
Let God give you the screen, God will guide you, God will protect you, God will bless baby in her mouth, God will give them long life because you want a strong land for them. God will never let men to hear any bad news. You are protected by the special grace.
Amen.
And we'll move from inside the thing peacefully.
Peacefully. We will. I like that. Peacefully we'll move from inside this thing peacefully. So the Lone Star line, you can use it. Hey, you saw your friend, you try it, Jana, hey ho, now ho. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah, hello, how you doing? The orange line, man, like it, the Lone Star line, they like it for opening it. Yeah, Edwin, let's hear from you, please.
Thank you very much for this. You know, you were talking about American.
Yeah.
That guy is hungry, so I don't mind.
What are you angry for? Now he got a job here. They said they were behind you for pickup recently, or you say he clean the pickup, you make it correct? All right. Thank you. All right, thank you. At least you're trying to call us small say, well, okay, yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, because the lines were closed. You know, the people in the follow all kind of technique. They won't hear and then no buy. If people don't express themselves and you allow them to just be mute, like the more danger you bring it upon yourself. Some of them when they thought they are thinking their heart satisfied, they don't want to take any other action again. You know, some people can say, me, I come in quiet, just talk my own, I go forget about it. Then they leave it. But you go tell the person they will not be talking this, that you know what you do to yourself. By the way, the Lone Star line is on. The orange line, they decided to cut it off. And I don't know whether it's orange network or whatever it is, but I know everyone else, my friend who get orange, they are on their data. I don't know whether it is, whatever it is, but and the WhatsApp line is also open. So the Lone Star line, the other people using. You're the orange people there, you're suffering. So that's why it is 0. And 86-304497, 086-304497. And that's it. And that's the Lone Star number. That's why I just reading out to you. So we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Yeah, with God, all things are possible. Yo, so yeah, just try with the Lone Star now. Wait, I mean the cause. Hey, this person here goes off again. And so let me get on to the next person. And the Lone Star line, yeah, you can try with that one there. The other one. People that technique, oh yo. They put it, you know, the people in there are very wicked set of people in this country. Eh? But the idea you're hearing me. So whether they want to go up, they go any kind of way that their business. Hello, how you doing? Ain't see there? That's why I'm talking to you. Ain't see happening on the loose that they not join the loose. I like it for you. I don't know why I can't call it last time because they can put it in their stuff they have. The guys are terrible. Especially the couple bunch of politicians to LTA there. I don't even know it. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, how you doing? Please go on quickly.
Is it King FM?
Yeah, please go ahead quickly.
Oh, okay. I'm Edward Dog, coming from Wukia Montreal County District 3.
All right, let's hear from you, Edward.
The government ready, they were doing better than said, I don't know. People just suffering, they don't want to improve the country, they just there doing all kinds of things. When boom one turn and they bring police outside, but that police, one day, their day will break. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, their day will break. But of course, our country should still remain at peace. In all that we'll do, let's put peace first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you know, all of you get children in here too. Everybody get their children. That's what it is. That's why it is. But to the now part, I don't children being will be fighting for now. That one part will tell us your rest. Some of us will have to fight for you people. But for now, let's maintain a peace for them. Let them go to school, learn. You know, we can't put anything beyond us again. That's what we are. And we're not the unity party people who are saying, you close the whole country. Oh, no, we are because we don't want we have to be president. No, we're not like that. For us, in fact, they never had anything for themselves. That the kind of hungry people then were just calling for the country to just finish because they didn't get nothing for themselves. So how would they not have done that? Hello, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you see, you went off. You're sorry. Tomorrow we'll try to adjust this. Then maybe by tomorrow, yeah, things will be okay. We don't know, but the orange line is no go zone for you people, and that the other one they're using. Yeah, so let's try with it one. This last one, yeah.
Yeah, my name is Lawrence. I call it from District 15.
District 15. Let's hear from you, Lawrence.
Yeah, they PC minute today. They hold my market to AWA and they make it pay 3,500 free. They just have government. They think what the government doing. They think what the government doing. Me and Magino, now, all my family do not vote for the government. The particular government are one of the wicked government I ever seen.
But when you go say in the street, the people grab you. They say you must not say that. Then you say that wickedness.
No, I wanted to buy my juice for me to drink it. The market was in my hand. The major can jam my market and carry. I paid 3,500.
Well, you say you wanted to buy juice, the market was in your hand.
Yeah. The matter what I got. You get German market and carry, I go pay free money.
Oh, the market was on your head, or the market was in your hand passing around, right?
Yeah, I was just passing you.
Oh, I just thought you were stationed one place. Oh, okay.
I was not staying in one place. I was just passing. I was tested for me to drink. The major get my market and carry, I go pay 3,000. The market was no profit on it. I pay free money today. Yeah, the government, they think what the government doing now. Wicked thing the government doing to us. That the future, what we say, come and see that here. You vote for your future, that future here. We suffering the country with the government. All my family will not vote for them. After Nimakando, all my people do not vote for them. They not vote for them. The government will. What against the government? Say to that, yeah, breathing. Yeah. The market was no profit on it. They just take my market for nothing.
I know it can be tough. Sorry about that, my brother. God there, and God there. There will be time. Let's just bear patience. Yeah, there will always be time for everything.
We just pray for long life.
Yeah, for long life. Long life.
How long?
Okay, thank you. All right, folks. Okay, thank you so much, folks. That's all the time we have. So until we are back here, God willing, with another edition. Sorry for those of you online and our orange users and the Lone Star MTM people. They try their best, not true. So, folks, until we are back here, God willing, tomorrow, Friday, the weekend's edition of the show. Until then, do have a pleasant night. Bye.